Well, today I want to talk about scanning software. Right now, I just want to cover the three basic scanning softwares that I have available to me. The first one is the control center, which comes with my brother printer, and the second one here is the NAD, another PDF scanner 2, which I just downloaded last night. And as you can see, I have the Windows Fax and Scan here. Um, One of the reasons I started looking into another software is not because I wanted another software. I like to keep it as simple as possible, but I've hit some limitations on the original brother software, and also their software doesn't get updated. The printer is kind of old, so the software has its limits. So I kind of want to go through that and why I went with this software here. So I'll start with the scanner software. So I'll just go ahead and do a demo while I'm at it. The first thing you have is the file name. I have to name whatever I'm scanning before I scan it and then save it. And if I have to do it again for another scan, I have to come back and change it again, or this will overwrite the same file that I just scanned. So that's a limitation that's pretty annoying. The other thing is you have to tell her where to scan, obviously, like anything else, but I have to do it beforehand, and I can't do it after it's scanned. So it's kind of depending on what you're doing, it may be a good thing or it may be a bad thing. In my case, it's kind of okay. I've been scanning here, but then I still have to do all this, and it seems like it's easier to get the options after you have the scan, and you'll see that this program does that. So that's the one very annoying limitation because I have overridden some of my scans before. So, this is the usual options you get here. So I'm not going to bother going into detail on each of those, as you can see what they are. You can do continuous scanning if you have more than one page to scan. The other problem I have is this. I can't open it just on the for example, the Windows picture, what is it, a program that they have. It doesn't even give me the options to do that. So I have to open it either in Office, Paint, or the PDF reader, which is, it's kind of annoying because I don't have that option to do anything else. And sometimes you just want to see it and save it. So as you can see, that's a problem already. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick scan. I have it set up as let me show you here, a pre-scan. I thought it was over here, but nope. So let's go ahead and do a pre-scan here. And this is the original scanner. I mean, it works for scanning, but with those limitations, when you're doing a lot of pages, which is what I try to do to keep all that paper on my desk to a minimum, it can slow you down quite a bit. So here's some ads that I have on the scanner right now. Now this handles here, they were not available before I installed this program. They came available afterwards, and I'm still not quite sure if that was because of the program or if they were there, since I never actually did a pre-scan before. But now I'm able to just make it bigger or smaller. So I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm just going to scan now to actually get the image from the scanner. And you'll see what it does here. I mean, the scanner is working normally like anything else. So at first, at the beginning when I got it, it was fine, but now it's gotten to the point where it's not working as fast as I would like it to, because it's keeping me from doing more scans faster because of all those settings. So here you go. See, it opens in the Paint program, which I have set it to, and this is the other problem, because now, since I want to be able to see the picture and zoom in and out, I have to go here and just have to play with all the settings a little more than I would like. And then now, in order to save it, I can just close it or do a save as, and then it finally shows me the name here and where to put it. But in order to do it faster, I would just go and close it. Since I already have it set up on the Z, if you saw that, let's see here, image, right here. So it will, if I close it, it will go straight to that, and I like that without having to rename it again, since, you know, even though it lets me do it on the Paint program, this still has to be changed. You know, if I want to just use other program, or when it changes, sometimes it seems to work, sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of weird. Why it does that, I don't know. But anyways, let me move on here real quick. So I'm just gonna, actually, if I close it, it's still gonna save it. Yes, it will. So as you will see here. Well, I'm not gonna go there, but anyways, so that's the limitation of the scanning program on my control center. So I'm gonna move on here to the Windows fax scanner, and you can just look it up under your scanner here, and then you can find it, and it's right there. So Windows also is kind of limited. Let me see here. So we'll just go ahead and do a new scan. You can see I already did it right here. So I'm just gonna say OK. Then it gives me the options here, a few options. As you can see, I've never even bothered using this program, and all the files automatically are saved on the documents or wherever you set it. So I'm going to go ahead and scan it. And there's a point I'm doing this, because I will show you that in the last program and why it's a little better than these other two. You already saw the limitations on the first one, and on here you can see it's kind of crooked, and I did that purposely. That's why I haven't moved it, because the other program allows you to fix that. But right now it's it's right here, so we can go ahead and look at it. But as you can see, I can't see the properties on the actual image to see where it is. I mean, it's on, well, it's not under the documents, but I'll have to go look for it. So that's the other problem I'm having here. It's not a big deal, but it's just something that, you know, very simple. It should be there. It's not. And you can forward and email it and do whatever you need here. So this one's not too bad. It's still kind of, you know, you can do it and go ahead and, I don't even have to save it, because it already named it whatever it was, and now I can't rename it here. And so that's still kind of a two-step process, because even though it's scanned it, I still got to go rename it and fix that. So I'm just going to move on to the last one. I just found this program, and as you can see, it's very simple. There's not a lot to go on here, which is nice, but it is very functional in terms of what you can do. The first thing is you have these profiles. Let me cancel that for a second. So basically, I just found about this program by accident, because I was looking for something else. I didn't know what was there. So when you click on profiles, you can make a new profile, and I just called it my printer, basically printer name. So if I go to edit, you have the display name, which is just what I did. I'm not too sure what they mean by profiles, but I guess you can do different profiles anyway. So you have different drivers. You have the WIA driver, and then a Twain driver, which is the normal Twain drivers that most printers use. I wasn't sure what was WAI driver until I looked it up, and it's a Windows driver. So I decided to leave it on there to test it out and see how it would work. Then you have to choose a device and look for your printer, normal stuff, and here you got your regular settings, just like the other one. For the most part, I'm using the default, and then you have enable autosave. I haven't done that. Then you have these advanced settings, and as you can see, you get a few other things there that I haven't played with. I'm just leaving it at the default. And I want to test this because I have never seen it until now. So I'm just going to cancel since everything is on there. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And you have this window here. If I right click, there is no option either. I thought this was saved somewhere already. I looked under the program, but it's not there. So whatever is here, it's really not saved yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do the scan here. Again, just to show you what this one does. And then I'll just overwrite it, or it'll just put another one. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So I just added the same thing again. Now, in order to save it and do editing or anything else you want to do, you just open it up. Let me see if I can click on it once. Nope, twice. Okay, you need to do it twice. So after you open this window up, this is where you can do a few more changes to it. You can size it to whatever you want. And basically you have rotate, but there are a few options: rotate left, right, flip, deskew, and custom rotation. So you can actually do this on here really quick, which is nice. Or you can just click on deskew, and look at that, it automatically fixes that for you, which is something I've been fighting with the other one, where I had to go manually fixing this pages every now and then. And now I don't even have to worry about whether it's crooked or not. I can just leave it and fix it here before I even save it, because the next thing is, let's say after I'm done doing whatever, or just fixing the whole page rather, I can just go ahead and either save it as a PDF or save the image, and then you have these other options: scale, window, zoom, zoom in, zoom out, and you have a few more: previous page, next page, crop. You can change the brightness, the contrast, whatever you want. I normally don't do that. Normally it would be something that's skewed, or like this one was, and maybe resizing it. And other than that, maybe just save it as a PDF if I have more than one page. So now I'm just going to go ahead and save it. And what I like about this is, like, now I get to enter the name of the actual file, and now I can save it wherever I want, my NAS or wherever, and then I can just save it and do this once. I don't have to keep changing text here and there and all of that good stuff that I was doing on the previous brother software. So I'm just going to go ahead and save it and just overwrite this one. This flag says you want to overwrite it? Yes. So it's right here. Now I can get rid of that. Now I can just click here for everything. Whoops, not everything. Now I can clear it, and everything goes away, and I have my file saved where I put it and how I wanted it. So it's a little faster in terms of the naming convention, I guess, but it does have other nice features like you saw on there that I really like. I mean, it's just quick and simple and straightforward, and I can email and print just like anything else. So it's kind of nice to have this without getting too involved with the naming and when it does it or how it does it. Scan it, fix it if you have to, save it, name it whatever you want, and you're done. And then I can move on to the next one and not have to worry about all that other program popping up, or like in the original brother where the paint program comes up. I can actually do everything on here without having anything else opening up. So this is kind of nice, and I wanted to show it to you guys because there's nothing worse than having a program that from the company that doesn't really do the most basic things, or maybe it does it, but it's pretty awkward to do a lot of this simple stuff. It seems like many programs do that instead of focusing on the functional part of it and just getting things done. And I keep doing more and more scanning and PDF files and that sort of thing, and I just wanted something simple to use that will allow me to do it and fix it really quick, and that pretty much be done with it. So I hope that was helpful, and I know I went a little fast this time, but I didn't want to get too much into it. Just wanted to cover the basics and of what you need, because you shouldn't be having to spend so much time just trying to scan a page or a couple retweets or whatever you have. Which I have a pile of papers in my desk right now that I need to scan, but since I was doing that, I wanted to cover something that would help others as well. And you know, that's what you want. You want something that will make your life a little easier in terms of your work, not make it, you know, make you sit on a chair longer than you want to. But anyway, that's that, and that's another, not another PDF scanner too. I hope that was helpful.